Hello Mech Warriors. Today I've got an unboxing video. This box here comes courtesy of Catalyst Labs, Catalyst Game Labs actually, and it's very simple. It's just one random blind bag kind of style salvage box from the Clan Invasion series that they have. So I'm just going to go ahead and give it an open, and we'll see what's inside, and maybe it'll be an interesting mech. We'll see what happens. Don't have a terribly formal setup, so just going to have to open the box kind of like this. There the contents is just the box by itself with a little bit of padding on the inside. It's quite nice. Yep, looks like it's just paper padding in there. Nothing particular. So there it is. There is the Clan Invasion Battletech salvage box. One random mech. It's got really lovely artwork on there, and this is provided by Catalyst Game Labs. They're one of the newer miniatures makers that specialize in these kind of 3D printed models that have really great detail to them. Each pack includes one mech, one pilot card here, and then one of the Alpha Strike game cards. And the Alpha Strike is actually just kind of like a dumbed down version for the game rules, I believe. It makes it just easier to play. So they just have that on the card, so it gives you kind of an idea of what kind of mech you've got, aside from just the figure itself. It's really lovely artwork. All these newer artists that they have for the Battletech series they make really impressive work. Not to say that the older original artists for Battletech didn't make good artwork. Theirs is actually quite phenomenal. I really like it, but a lot of this modern Battletech artwork is actually really nice, the way it's made. And of course all the possibilities with digital media now. They can make really detailed sort of artworks for this, and so it's really quite nice. It's a pretty small box. I remember back in the 2000s when they were selling the Dark Age kits, the Wizards figures, I believe. You could get a slightly larger box than this, and it would come with one unit, one mech, one vehicle, and one infantry. You get all that for $9.99. This is sold for $7.99 right now, I believe. But yeah, it's a quaint little box. If you ever just need a unit that you want to add, and you can buy these, obviously, by the buttload, and just get a ton of them and open them up and have yourself several Lancers. But I just have this one, so I'm going to open it up and kind of see what we have inside. So, a little bit of tape here. I really like the box, so I'm going to try and keep it as pristine as possible. And I've seen several unboxings by other creators as well of these, and they pulled some really interesting mechs. I'm hoping to get a clan mech, heavy or assault. Sometimes it'll say on the top of the plastic, kind of give you a short name of what the mech is inside, but this looks like a HCHT. Is that a Hatchetman? Yes, indeed it is. It is a Hatchetman. I haven't seen one of these since the Dark Age Wizards series that I used to collect. But there it is. It's actually really small. I kind of expected it to be a little bit bigger, but the amount of detail that is actually on this piece itself, despite its size, is actually quite remarkable. And as some of you other viewers may know from who have kind of been in the scene for a while, Rawl Partha made figures kind of as the original makers for these. They're all made out of pewter, but they weren't nearly as detailed as these. And then Iron Winds Metals came along and made more detailed versions and had interesting sculpts. But this is just completely plastic. But because of that, it is the ability to create so much detail on these pieces is kind of endless, or as good as the equipment is that they can actually print these with. So it's not quite what I expected in terms of mechs, but it's definitely an iconic mech for sure. The Hatchetman is one of the ones I remember from the Battletech card series as well. Let's see what else they've got. So just the cards, and that's about it. That's all that's in the box. But open this up and see what we've got. The plastic is nice. It opens up. It's not like one of those dinky little packages where you gotta tear it open literally just to get the cards out. You can actually just open it. So I can save that for later. Alright, let's see what we got here. Now, I don't know anything about the stats particularly, just because I don't actually play this yet. But 20, I believe, is how much the mech actually costs. And there's two different variants. There's the Hatchetman 5S, and there's the Hatchetman 3F. So it's got different points and all that. Heat scale, specials, different iconography and all that stuff inside. It's got a little rendering of it right here, the 3D rendering. Digital rendering, I mean. I guess you could almost use these as a blueprint for how if you wanted to paint one of these figures. It's a cool card. And then the pilot card, Randall Shibayaku. Interesting name. You can see it there. It's got some, I guess, lore in there and other things, and it gives your pilot some special abilities. Not terribly interested in these cards. The other one is Athena Kramer. And again, it's kind of some stats and things that you can throw in just to spice up the game if you want. But it looks like that's pretty much it. So you get two cards. You get the mech. Of course, the mech is the focal point of this whole thing, then, isn't it? And yeah, it's quite lovely, actually. Really detailed and overall quite nice. So again, Catalyst Labs, and also it seems like they're sponsored by Topps, or Topps, I guess, is kind of their lead in all this. Catalyst Game Labs. If you ever are looking for Battletech kind of games, tabletop stuff, as well as Shadowrun, the two big Fossa games that used to be out as tabletops. They also have video games and other things of that. If you're looking for that, or if you're just looking for interesting games to play, they make not only these tabletop games, but other games as well that I've seen on their website. Absolutely give them a look. If you're looking for an affordable tabletop game to get into, Battletech is one of the more interesting ones. I personally love Battletech. I've been into it since the video games MechWarrior 2, which was my first one. And just collecting all these figures and little miniatures that they've come out with over the years. They're really extremely detailed, the lore is deep, and it's just a great time. So I'm very pleased to have this. It'll be more of a decoration for me more than anything, but again, thank you, Catalyst Labs. Really enjoy the box and the figure, so thank you so much. And again, give them a look, see what they have. Good stuff all around, so thanks.